African buffalo. This powerful wild cow lives only in sub-Saharan Africa. People call it Black Death or Widowmaker because it has a bad temper and can charge and kill. African buffalo are big. Males weigh 600 to 900 kilograms and stand 1.4 to 1.7 meters tall at the shoulder. They have curved horns that join on the forehead. Males have a thick horn boss and the horn span can reach over 1 meter. There are 4 types or subspecies. The Cape buffalo is the largest. The forest buffalo is the smallest, only 1 meter tall and 270 kilograms. These buffalo live in many places, from savannas to forests. They form herds of 50 to over 1,000 animals. Sometimes megaherds have more than 2,000 buffalo. They are very social. Females stay in stable groups and males fight for rank. African buffalo kill more people in Africa than any other large animal. They can charge at 57 kilometers per hour even though they are heavy. Their biggest threats are losing their home and getting diseases from other animals. But their numbers are stable. There are about 900,000 left. They are listed as least concern. Water buffalo. This huge Asian wild cow is the ancestor of domestic water buffalo. It is one of the largest bovines, almost as big as the gaur. Males reach 1,200 to 1,500 kilograms and stand over 2 meters tall at the shoulder. Wild water buffalo have the longest horns of any wild cow. The horns curve backward and can reach 2 meters from tip to tip. These animals live near water. They have wide hooves for walking in mud. They spend a lot of time in water to stay cool. Herds have 10 to 30 animals led by older females. Males often live alone. This species is in great danger. Fewer than 4,000 wild individuals remain. Threats include loss of habitat, hunting, and mixing with domestic water buffalo. There are over 200 million of those. Wild water buffalo are excellent swimmers. They can stay underwater with only their nostrils showing. They are listed as endangered, and their numbers keep falling. Gowower. The gaur is the tallest and heaviest wild cattle. Males can weigh 1,500 kilograms and stand 2.2 meters at the shoulder. They have big, muscular bodies with a ridge on their back that looks like a hump. Their color is dark brown to black, and they have white stockings on all 4 legs. Their horns are curved. Gaurs live in forests in South and Southeast Asia up to 28 meters high. They form small herds of 5 to 12 animals. Adult males often live alone. They are shy and run away from people, even though they are huge. They eat grass, bamboo, leaves, and fruit. Threats include losing their forest home, getting diseases from domestic cattle, and hunting. Their population has dropped 70% over 3 generations. A domesticated form called gaur or mithan has been bred for centuries in northeastern India and Myanmar. Fewer than 21,000 gaurs remain. They are listed as vulnerable. Bantang. The banteng is a medium-sized wild cattle. It once lived from eastern India through Southeast Asia, but now only a few isolated groups survive. Males and females look very different. Males are dark chestnut or black. Females are reddish-brown with a white patch on the rear and white on their legs. Adult males weigh 600 to 800 kilograms and stand 1.5 to 1.6 meters tall. They have curved horns. Bantangs live at the edges of forests. They form small herds of 2 to 40 animals. Males join the herd only during breeding season. They are active at dawn and dusk. They eat grass, bamboo, leaves, and fruit. People have domesticated the banteng as Bali cattle, especially in Indonesia. There are also feral, wild populations in Australia with over 8,000 animals. Wild banteng face severe threats from habitat loss, hunting, and disease. Their numbers have dropped more than 80%. Only 5,000 to 8,000 remain, mainly in Thailand, Cambodia, Java, and Borneo. They are listed as endangered. Wild yak. The wild yak lives in very high places. It lives on the Tibetan plateau and nearby mountains from 3,000 to 54 meters above sea level. It is one of the highest living mammals. Wild yaks are big. Males can weigh up to 1,000 kilograms. They have very long, shaggy coats that keep them warm when temperatures drop to -40 degrees Celsius. They have large lungs and hearts with extra hemoglobin to survive with little oxygen. Their short legs reduce heat loss. Herds of 10 to 30 females and calves move together. Adult males live alone except during the autumn mating season. They move to find food. They eat grass, sedges, and cushion plants using their wide mouths. Threats include habitat loss, hunting, competing with farm animals, and mixing with domestic yaks. There are 15 million of those. Wild yaks were first domesticated about 5,000 years ago. Domestic yaks are very useful as pack animals. Wild yak numbers have dropped more than 30%. Only 10,000 to 15,000 remain. They are listed as vulnerable. American bison. This famous North American bovine once numbered 30 to 60 million animals. In the 19th century, they were nearly wiped out. Even though people call them buffalo, they are not true buffalo like those in Africa and Asia. They are a different branch of the family. Males weigh 900 to 1,000 kilograms and stand 1.8 to 2 meters tall at the shoulder. They have big back quarters and a humped shoulder. They have curved horns and are surprisingly quick. They can run 55 kilometers per hour and jump nearly 2 meters high. Because of massive hunting, fewer than 1,000 were left by 1893. Thanks to conservation, there are now over 500,000, but most are in commercial herds. Only about 30,000 are in conservation herds. There are two types, plains bison and wood bison. Wood bison number only 7,000. The American bison is a keystone species for grasslands. They can make sounds that are heard from over 3 kilometers away. They are listed as near threatened. European bison. The European bison, also called wisent, is the largest land animal in Europe. Long ago, they lived in forests across Europe. They almost went extinct. Males reach 2 meters tall at the shoulder and weigh 800 to 1,000 kilograms. Their hump is smaller than the American bison's. They live in forests. They have smaller heads and horns placed higher. Their coat is dark brown. The last wild European bison was killed in 1927. The species survived only because of captive breeding. All living animals come from just 12 individuals. This caused a severe lack of genetic diversity. But successful reintroduction programs have created wild herds in Poland, Belarus, and Russia. Now there are over 9,000 animals. European bison form small herds of 20 to 30 animals led by older females. They eat grass, bark, and tree shoots. They are listed as vulnerable because their population is small and their genes are limited. However, their numbers are growing. It is a conservation success story. Anoa. The Anoa are the smallest wild cattle in the world. They live in the dense tropical forests of Indonesian islands. Locals call them demon buffalo for good reason. There are two species, the lowland Anoa and the mountain Anoa. They weigh only 150 to 300 kilograms and stand less than 1 meter tall at the shoulder. They have stocky bodies and short, straight horns. Do not be fooled by their size. They are shy and not well studied because they are rare and secretive, but they have a very bad temper when surprised. Anoas are mostly solitary. They eat grass, ferns, saplings, and fruit. They are active at dawn and dusk. Both species are in severe danger because of habitat loss, hunting, and attacks by feral dogs. Fewer than 5,000 remain. When cornered, Anoa fight fiercely. They can cause serious injuries with their sharp horns. They can even hold their own against much larger predators. Females have only one calf after 9 to 10 months of pregnancy. Both species are listed as endangered. The mountain Anoa lives at higher elevations and has a woollier coat than its lowland relative. Tamaraw. The tamaraw is a critically endangered dwarf buffalo. It lives only on Mindoro Island in the Philippines. It is one of the rarest wild cattle in the world. The tamaraw stands about 1 meter tall and weighs 200 to 300 kilograms. It has a stocky body, thick black hair, and short V-shaped horns. These animals live alone or in pairs. They live in grasslands and forests. Fewer than 600 survive. Threats include habitat loss, hunting, disease, and lack of genetic diversity. Conservation programs have created protected areas and captive breeding. But females produce only one calf every 2 years, so numbers grow slowly. The tamaraw is aggressive when threatened. It eats grass and young bamboo shoots. Long ago, there were tens of thousands. In the 20th century, numbers crashed. The Philippine government has made the tamaraw a national land animal. Recent counts show a small increase thanks to conservation, but the species still needs intense help. Coupry. The Coupry is a mysterious forest-dwelling bovine. It may already be extinct, but it is still officially listed as critically endangered. It once lived in forests of Cambodia, Laos, Thailand, and Vietnam. Males could weigh up to 900 kilograms and stand 1.8 meters tall. Males had long horns with unique frayed, brush-like tips. The tips were made of shredded horn material. No other bovine has horns like that. Females had graceful lyre-shaped horns with a spiral pattern. The Coupry was gray, with males darker than females. Old bulls had a very large dewlap loose skin under the neck that almost touched the ground. They lived in open forests and forest edges, forming small herds of up to 20 animals. Scientists first described the species in 1937. The last confirmed sighting was in 1988. Decades of civil war, intense hunting, and landmines likely drove it to extinction. But some people still report possible sightings. Some scientists have argued the Coupry was just a hybrid between Bantang and domestic cattle, but genetic tests before it disappeared suggested it was a true species. The Coupry is a sad reminder of how quickly these magnificent giants can vanish. It is a holy grail for zoologists. Conservationists still hope it might be rediscovered in remote Cambodian forests. The Shaola is one of the most amazing large mammal discoveries of the 20th century. It was discovered in 1992. People call it the Asian unicorn because it is so rare and almost mythical. It lives in remote forests along the Vietnam-Laos border. The Shaola looks like a slender antelope. It weighs 80 to 100 kilograms. It has straight, parallel horns up to 50 centimeters long. But genetic studies show it is actually more closely related to wild cattle and buffalo, not antelopes. It has a rich brown coat with white markings on the face. Both males and females have horns. Shaolas live in dense evergreen forests in the Annamite Mountains, from 300 to 18 meters high. They are among the least known large mammals in the world. No scientist has seen one in the wild since its discovery. Experts think only tens to a few hundred remain. They probably eat leaves and other plants. Threats include habitat loss and intensive snaring. Many are caught accidentally in traps. The Shaola has never survived in captivity. Every captured animal has died within weeks. Conservation efforts focus on removing snares. The species may already be functionally extinct. The Shaola represents a unique branch of the family tree and deserves all our conservation attention. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like this video and drop a comment. See you on the next one.